What if a monster story started not with a monster, but with an entire town losing its mind? Now, in the late 1960s, people around Point Pleasant, West Virginia, had an issue. They thought customer liquid. Sorry, I am playing Shawarma Anomaly. I've played this on the channel multiple times before. It sucks. So people in this West Virginian town, small town, they go really famous in the 60s because of a incident known as the Silver Bridge incident. Now, I'll get a little bit later on once, I give a full backstory of why and how this incident kind of arised. So, in 1966, there was a couple who decided it was like a good idea. I'm gonna go out at night and do this. And they were going down Point Pleasant. No, wait, what? Sorry, that distracted me so much. And the witnesses described a figure that was roughly human-shaped, but much larger, with wings folded against its body and eyes that reflected a deep red glow. The detail, the eyes, is what stuck. People may disagree on the wings, the height, and the exact shape, but the eyes are always there. Mothman is a creature of gaze. He is something that looks back at you from the dark. I'll make sure I don't lose anything. Make sure I'm not going to get jump scared. And that's the part of the reason the legend spread so quickly. He was not described like a normal animal. He was described like a presence. Is it 2 a.m. already? Am I cooked? Is it Friday? Wait, gotta check the camera, sorry. Gotta check. We'll check the back too. Is there a clock? Because I was told I had to do something. Okay, whatever. So while, the couple they were telling their story, it's going in the newspaper, everyone's freaking out. The second everybody freaks out, everyone's like, "Oh, hey, yeah, that happened to me last week. That happened to me a month ago. That happened." You know, it's a wildfire now, and now the town's getting more and more known and more like visited because everybody wants to go see this monster and this creature, and so he was not described um he was not described in a lot of these except for his eyes. Like, that's the main part everyone focuses on. Now, the Mothman stories are tied to an old TNT area outside Point Pleasant. It used to be a formal military ammunition site with storage bunkers scattered through the woods. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that is terrifying to think of. An old military base, and then you see this creature. Absolutely terrifying. He does not look right. Sorry. I don't. Yeah, I guess I'll make him a shawarma. Um, sorry. Yeah, getting a little distracted. So the place had already had the right, atmosphere for people to make stuff up, see stuff. Things could have happened. There was already like the eerie aspect to it. It just took one person to say something, or two people technically. It took certain people to say stuff for people to realize, hey, I saw stuff too. Same way, like, you know, you're at your friend's house and you're like, man, has anything ever, weird happened here? And you're like, yeah, actually, now that you think about it, it has. Um, the folklore people love their locations. They can go visit it. They can go. I'm doing the air quotes. They can make sure it's, actually real, and it adds a little. It adds like depth to the story instead of just I saw, I saw Frogman, Loveland, Loveland Frog. Anybody? Okay. And when a place feels forgotten, people feel the silence with their stories, and this TNT area became a part of Mothman's geographic location. It kind of, it's home base, kind of. That matters because legends are not just about the creatures; they're about places people feel something happened. So everyone always assumes, hey bud, everyone always assumes war, military bad. Uh, do I feed him? I've I'm scared. Actually, I'm not. I'll feed him real quick. But so now that we have established, like, everyone's terrified, everyone's like, man, I saw this creature. We have to get a little serious because what I'm about to talk about is not funny in whatever aspect, and it's a tragedy. Just leave me alone, dude. Please. You going? Can you can you leave? Am I tweaking? Is he still out there? I I'm so confused. Is my game broken? Did I lose? Does he want a soda? A pal. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna close it, and if I get jump scared, let it be for real. So what I'm about to talk about once again is, tragedy. It's very sad to think about. So after the Mothman sightings of '66 in December of 1967, they saw him again right before the Silver Bridge incident or Silver Bridge collapsing. I Am I supposed to go outside? Hey bud, can you go? Is my game broken? Hey pal, I see you. I dial 9. Oh, that's 777. Clear. 911. Call. Am I supposed to go to the cameras? Is that it? I didn't mean it. My God, the buttons are. Sorry, I'm so. A lot of people had this problem with like the Silver Bridge incident. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I might leave and rejoin. Sorry, I loaded back in. I guess my game did break. So as the sightings continued, people, they linked it to this tragedy where 46 people died, confirmed, and two were never found. So now he has a death toll, and that is something that a cryptid should never have. And so within this, that's the moment he changed from a local weirdness into a national cultural mythology. The legend gained a permanent edge. The bridge failure gave the sightings a dark afterimage, and the sightings made the collapse feel almost preordained. Whether or not anyone believed in supernatural warning, the emotional log- logic was unresistible. I got time to go right. Boom. I don't. I genuinely don't want this. And then open you. Yeah, I know. You're messing with. As the monster has been seen, then a bridge fell. The mind wants those events to be connected, especially because he was seen on the bridge. Um, so you have this tragedy because people thought he warned them of the tragedy, or they thought he caused it. I don't know why anyone would think that, but once again, we have a humans have a tendency of linking tragedies to mysterious forces and blaming on what we don't understand. The kiosk is open. Sorry, I don't have to read this. Read. A faceless man comes to order, serve him, but never look directly. Alright, I guess I'll make him too. Boom. He's taking a lot though. So within this like really like uproar of the Mothman and him becoming really famous and like an actual like legend now. Oh, he just I was gonna say, did he just want me? Um, came a famous journalist named by the name of John Keel. John Keel ended up writing a book about the Mothman called The Mothman Prophecies, playing into the that whole aspect of, hey, um, he's a fortune teller. He predicts the future, that kind of stuff, which didn't really help. He was a pretty known journalist. He treated it as a part of a larger pattern of strange encounters and eerie connections to the unexplained phenomenon that's happened like around the rest of like the country. That book helped, or I guess not the country, but like around the area. Sorry, the book helped turn Mothman from a local cryptid into a national paranormal icon. And once that happened, Mothman was no longer tied to Point Pleasant. He became a symbol for an entire idea of an unexplained things. Okay, the dude's just being mean. At the edge of the town, things you thought you saw, but you're too scared to admit you saw it. And the legend lives on. Um, Mothman laughs because he does several things at once. He is creepy enough to feel real. He is vague enough to be flexible. Like you can play it off so many different ways. Like, oh, it's that. It could be just some kids playing a prank. It could be your mind making shapes up in the dark. And he's tied to a real tragedy, like I said, which gives him that emotional value, that emotional weight that people like to take advantage of. They're like, hey, you're like, I don't, he's not real. And then out of nowhere, people are like, yes, he is. He calls the bridge collapse. And you don't really want to argue with them. Um, the combination is as powerful as it sounds. It's just like the Annabelle doll. It's just like skinwalkers and Wendigos. It means Mothman can be a warning, an omen, a cryptid, a hoax, a symbol. He can be anything I mean, I have a Build-A-Bear plushie of Mothman because people like him that much. That's why his legend hasn't died yet. In almost 80, actually, it's been 80 years. Oh, yeah, almost exactly 80 years. Um, and so the Silver Bridge collapse was a real disaster with a real engineering cause. No, stop offering me to eat your booger. So what really happened in the Silver Bridge collapse was one of the connectors, it started to crack and it started to break. And the way the bridge was made was there was two uh I don't know what they're called. I think they're connectors. I'm going to make sure my information is right. I should have checked this beforehand, but you know, I guess it's okay. Oh, I'm gonna check this. Um the I bar. My bad. My bad. My apologies, guys. It was the I bar of the I'll grab soda real quick. It was one of the eye bars, and the way the bridge was made was it had two eye bars for like connector points, and so you really couldn't have one fail. But since it was on, the river, well, yeah, since it was on water, it corroded and it just ended up breaking. What is going on? Okay. And in plain English, one critical metal link failed, and the bridge design could not absorb that failure. Once the eye bar broke, the connector chain section separated, and the support system lost stability, and the bridge folded like a deck of cards. This comes from a source of um, transportation.wv.gov, the official website for the state of West Virginia, to explain the tragedy. What the? No grill, no onions? You man? Seriously? Anywho, the flaw, it was way too small to be found, but it was big enough to make such a big impact that it snapped the rest of the eye bars. Hey, buddy. Yeah, hey, buddy. Where was the other one? Wasn't it? Doesn't he appear like down there? Oh no, he's right here. Get off my meat, dude. Whoa, pause. Sorry. So you can blame the Mothman for, whatever you want. If you want to blame him for the the bridge failure, that's on you. I won't stop you for your beliefs. But please, I'm not trying to say anything, but please don't be ignorant towards these. You can't blame tragedies on I guess in this case, made up creature. Just card drove by. Sorry, scared me. What does she want? Huh? I didn't pay attention to what she wanted. Huh? That's precarious. Um, so this is like, it's a good topic to talk about, to like try and explain, is the Mothman, because of all the stuff that happens with him. He's so well known that you could probably you might. Oh, I failed. I failed one of them. I didn't even realize that. He's such a really well known cryptid, just like any other. That there are a lot of videos based off him. I don't know what this man wants. Start with lavash. Got it. That is, it for the rest of the video. I want you to know your guys' opinions down in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All the other good stuff. Go to w.gg and use code Space Troop to get 10% off your purchase. And it gives me a little bit. I get commissions for it. So, thank you for watching. And if you guys like this video, like this type of content, please tell me more cryptids or things I can do. The next video I already have like the script for it is Wendigos, because it's just an easy topic. So bye guys.